Have you guys ever felt like you're compatible with a lot more? That no matter what, you have completed certain things in your life. And you just got to a place of like, yo, is this it? And I want to talk about that in this video because I've been going through that too over my life. So once again, shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys. So in my life, I've been living, right? I feel like I was undervalued. Now in my 20s, of course, we all feel like we're compatible with so much more. We got so much energy. So many of 20-year-olds, you know what I'm talking about. You feel like you could conquer the world. Now in my 30s, I gotta say my elders and all the other people when I was younger telling me do what you could do when you're younger because you have the energy. It's truthful. No matter what I eat, drink, I work out, I can run low sevens, high sixes in a mile. No matter what I could do to keep my health really good and utilized, there's something about the burning hot energy you have in your 20s, right? And yes, my testosterone's up. But what I'm honestly sitting there saying is, no matter what age you are, you still feel like you could do a lot more. You feel like you could conquer a lot more. And social media has definitely pushed that on almost all of us, right? But you got to step back and actually sit there and think, well, is it true? Is there a deeper yearning? Is there something that you feel like you can be doing more? And you have to start searching for that. And that should start today, yesterday, last week, and last month and last year. Get to it. Because as someone who sits there and thinks and contemplates over and over and over and over till I feel like, can I take it on? Can I go after it? Certain things in my life, I jumped up and I just went and did it. And you actually learn how to fly the plane while you build it. I know that sounds crazy as an analogy, but it's truthful. The only way that you really know what you're good at is by actually going out there and doing it and ask the questions while you're in it. Because if a roadblock or an issue pops up, you're now going to look for a solution. And what better day and age do we have to find that solution, that roadblock, while actually pulling out some kind of AI to ask a question to, or having a Reddit post where someone has already did it, or Facebook groups, or even forums. The information is out there and is endless. This isn't like 60, 70 years ago when you wanted to open up a business and you had to go to a CPA and paperwork. That's what people really had to go out there and do it and wait patiently. The fact that you can open up a business in almost any city, state, or county for damn near $0. But that LLC or S Corp can actually save you so much money in taxes over the rest of your life, right? These are some of the things that we refuse to actually look into and understand. It could be something simple. You could be working a job at Walmart right now, but you saw a video on Instagram that sat there and said you can make over $100,000 being a plumber, HVAC, or electrician. And you're sitting there saying to yourself, I feel like I could do much more, right? You can. There's nothing wrong with Walmart jobs. You could be going to upper management. They have good benefits, and they definitely take care of, well, United States. They employ a lot of people in the United States. But if you want to go into something and actually build some kind of trade, well, guess what? There's certain colleges or not say scholarships, uh, courses you can take, or trade schools where you can go into and actually learn plumbing work, HVAC, or electrician, or any other tradesman type of work. And not only do you get that training or that accreditation or credit, you get the credit information, right? Guess what happens? You also learn a skill that you can actually do privately, right? Once you know plumbing work, you know it for the rest of your life. I learned how to fix cars because I grabbed the wrench, I grabbed, and I started turning bolts. That's how I learned how to fix cars. That's it. That's it. Yes, there was forums on where people actually put information on how to do things, but what I did first was grab a wrench, and I went at it. That's all. The same thing has to apply for almost anything. Yes, there's going to be general knowledge of things you need to know and understand, but you'll learn it as you went. At the end of the day, someone told me, hey, this is the starter right here. This is what you need to change. They told me it's this amount of money. Guess what I did? I went and got the tools and I did it myself. It might have took me longer hours than what a skilled mechanic might have done it, but I got it done and I got confident about that after. And it's a skill that made me some money, but also a skill that I have for the rest of my life and continues to save me money moving forward into my late 30s, right? Now imagine whatever you're doing in your life. You may be working in a white collar job that you're behind a desk, but you feel like you should be doing so much more. You might have to change up the type of industry that you work into, right? Just make sure that whatever you change up into, number one, can still pay the bills and take care of yourself and or if you have a family. Number two, at the end of the day, guess what? Don't fall for lifestyle creep. That's a whole nother separate video, but you got to be careful and watch out for these things. There's something that may want you to do a lot more with life. And that may not only be financially. It also might be mentally too. Sit there and actually start meditating. Look into ways to relax your mind, body, and soul. Some of the best answers to the questions that you have in your life happens when it's actually silence and you block out all the noise and you listen to the signal. The signal is a message on what you should actually do next or something you may be interested in. I don't care if it may be pottery or planting plants. I saw a video on Facebook where this guy, all he does is build miniature trees. And it's a thing he's been doing for decades. And he sells them. And I was quite amazed because I did not know you can do this. He'll take a branch from a tree that's like 100 years old and he'll somehow cut it a specific way and put dirt around it. And for the next couple weeks, that branch, the roots would actually grow into the surrounding dirt around the branch. And then he'll cut it at the branch and then plant it in dirt and then take care of it. And that branch grows into a freaking tree. In my mind, I thought it was supposed to come from a seed. Didn't even know that. It's quite amazing when you look at people who know what they're doing, who's been doing it for decades, and you just have to come across the information for you to be able to open your mind and know that is a way to get it done. Did not know. This applies in almost anything, in any field of any type of education or any type of experience. And that's the biggest thing that is holding us, a lot of us back in the United States and in these first world countries. We're being told to go read a book and then you just come out and get a job. No, that's the industrial complex. We need to go back to the day and age that we can also learn to be able to do great in this world by learning these certain experiences and these certain type of, I would say, a certain type of what we learn from our elders, and they will teach us it. So much things are going away with the older people that are leaving. And they have the knowledge on what you may, in your heart and your mind, know that you're destined and will want to do. You just have to connect with them, look for it, Google it, whatever you need to do. ChatGPT, DeepSeek it, look into the information. It is ignorant to sit there and think that this information is going to come to you without you going out there looking for the answers or asking the question. And I will be fair to you. I understand that maybe you just don't know. Repeat, you don't know what the right question is to ask. But answers come from start asking the questions and saying, how can that be done? And that's all you guys need to do. So I implement anyone watching, take the time out, look into something you may want to do. And if you feel like you don't know what to do, start asking questions. What am I good at? What do I like looking at? What is the type of lifestyle do I want? Do I want kids? Do I want family? Do I want to be a single? Whatever you want to be as a man or as a person, but this is mainly a man channel. Look into that and ask those questions. And it all starts from not only asking questions and finding knowledge, but you have to take the actionable steps to be able to get there. Over 10 years ago, I started asking a question. Hey, not asking questions. I sat there and with the YouTube thing, I have another YouTube channel. What I sat there and said to myself was, I had to learn how to fix cars on my own. So I started recording video on how to fix cars because I enjoy not only fixing cars, well, the cars I've owned, but also I thought it would be very helpful to the other young guys who don't have enough people who guide them. And it allowed me to grow a channel, and that channel somehow pays me. I wasn't motivated by money because I don't think when I made that channel originally, it was paying. It wasn't. YouTube wasn't doing anything like that. But then as I had it and then they started paying, I was like, oh, okay, let me look into this. You don't know where you're headed until you start opening doors, asking questions and opening doors. Shoot, better yet, you start knocking to see who will actually come to the door and open it for you. Anyways, outside of that, I'm going to leave it right here. At the end of the day, if you feel like there's a lot more that you want to do in this world and that maybe where you are right now is not where you're destined to be, sometimes you got to ask questions, knock on doors, and put yourself in spaces and places and learn something. It may be a shift in your job. It may be a shift in not only your mentality, and I'll leave it last here. It may be spirituality and religion. So thank God. I appreciate you guys for listening to me today. You guys have a good day. Take care.